Hey everyone, welcome back to Glenn's Garage. I'm Glenn, and I am actually working on my 2016 KTM 350 SXF. And what I'm working on right now is the oil pump idler gear. This is a known problem, and I wanted to show you guys something. Dirt Bike TV, props out to you guys for helping out, and also Takomoto for getting me disassembled. So here's where I'm at. We drained the oil, we drained the coolant, and then we went ahead and started to disassemble the case, the the right side case cover. And I wanted to show you guys what I found, because what happened is the other day I basically just started the bike just to kind of give it a run through, let it idle, and it stalled out. It quit on me. It lost fire. And my concern was that, and I have the part, I have the upgraded part, and I'll show you guys that in just a sec. But my concern was that maybe my oil pump idler gear was, being the plastic kind, and this is a known problem, had become a problem. So let me show you what I've got. We are apart here, all the way down to the clutch basket. And I was actually just trying to pull the clutch basket, and look at what has happened. Right here, the actual flywheel on the clutch basket has disengaged from that idler gear, and mine's warped. So I haven't lost teeth, it warped. And before, the day before yesterday, when I just started up, it would run fine. It could run the throttle up. Everything was fine with it. Obviously, we've got everything in the parts disassembled in order, reverse order, so we can put them back in. But here is what I found, and pretty darn concerning, given that. So I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can get some light in here. Right down here, this gear has actually warped and is no longer engaging with the, let's see, this is the crank, so this is the clutch, basket and wheel. So this one is warped, so let's get this out of here. And what I noticed was when I was tugging on the basket, I couldn't get the basket out. It wasn't coming out, and I was like, what in the heck is wrong? And I'm like, this idler gear is literally like jammed up. It's out of, it's warped. And I guess that happened, yesterday when I started the bike up. Now, I am concerned about this. This is the oil pump gear. This is 2016. I believe this runs all the way through upwards of 2021, 2, 3. But I actually saw Takomoto the other day actually has a replacement gear for this too. I actually called, because here's where I got the part. I got the replacement part. Called my local dealer here in San Diego, North County, San Diego, and they weren't even aware of the problem. And I got that part a couple of months ago, and they weren't aware of the problem, and they went to look, and they were like, they couldn't find one. And then they found one in a dealership. They called me back. They found me a dealership somewhere, in the United States, and between the cost of the part, which they were charging, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks, plus another like shipping episode of like 20, 30, 40 bucks. I'm like, hold on a minute. This isn't supposed to be that big of a deal. So I went ahead and got a hold of the Motorsport guys, and I ordered up what was like the new fiber oil pump idler gear. So it's still black, and part numbers I think are good on it. So here's what I've got. Here's my KTM 1Y4, WY4, oil pump idler gear. So the 7923800 the original is 6000. The replacement or the supersede is the 6100. And that one is supposed to be, again, a fiber, kind of like a strengthened fiber plastic gear. However, when I got the part, check this out, guys. And for, I know Takamoto, makes these parts, billets. When I went to look a few months ago, they were out of stock. They hadn't gotten them yet. So what actually came in the box was this beautiful little unit. And this, my friends, is all steel. So the superseded part to the 100, I don't know, I called Motorsport back and they said, nope, yep, that's what we pulled. But I think they looked and they said, oh yeah, that 100, that 6100 part had actually been updated and superseded by KTM. However, like in this particular box, it still lists the 6100. So in any event, we've got the idler gear, and just in time, because basically the bike was starting to exhibit like signs of like kind of like restriction, when I tried to start it, and it was almost like it was like kind of stuck. Like, I mean, rotating and wasn't, it didn't turn over a couple of times, and I started to get really worried about it. So I'm like, you know what? Well, we've got time here right after the new year. We'll take it apart. So this is what we found. So let me go ahead and put this back in the bag. So for those of you that have not done this, if you happen to have my year 2016, this I believe is the smaller bores, the 250, the 350, SXFs. I'm not sure about the Enduros, but if you haven't changed this out, you need to get this part and you need to get this changed out. I am going to look more regarding this small gear, but right now I am going to see if I can't set up the camera and show you guys what this is once I get it wiggled off here. So let's see if we can do this from maybe down here. That out. Let's see if we can get an angle for you guys. Because basically what I've got to do is I've got to try to get that idler gear rotated so that that's going to be difficult with the light. Let's go over here. I have to somehow get that idler gear to mesh in with the crank, the clutch basket gear behind it, and this would be a great point right here. But I don't have a videographer available. Let's see if I can fashion something up right up here so we can look down on it. All right, let's see. So if we hold this, we bring this around, create a little basket here for this guy. Let's see if I can do it. All right, so that's looking down on the pipe. See if I can get this stretched out a little bit. Not going to be kind of a good. Let's see if I can get these pulled out more. piece. So I got the oil drained. I checked the drain plug. I checked the screen, not the filter, the paper filter, but the actual like mesh screen. Didn't see any problems with that.